Hey, Marcus, y'all ready? Let's do this shit. Bum, 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 bum.
What are you doing? What is that?
Bum, bum, bum,
Oh,
bum,
it's
bum.
clear now.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Cause I'm thirst
Bad
trapping
boy.
for life.
Hey, as you bring us into the bad boy era of this, or thirst trapping era of the show, we need to go somewhere. We need a break. God help us all. God help us all. I guess Nikkita's back on the cover, huh?
Marcus, when this happened,
gone.
did you think it was not going to make the cover?
I feel like Nikkita back on the cover is a statement of, Vince McMahon, numbers are down. Vince McMahon, Legends Night. Nikkita needs to go back on.
Because the other option was this, Marcus, and it's still got Nikkita on it.
Yep. I'm gonna want this one. You got some action on there. Nothing that's going on in the week. No involving Sammy Guevara and Andrade. I
don't want to see Sammy Guevara's face on the cover of this.
Yeah,
I wouldn't watch this if I saw Sammy Guevara's face. Oh, look at that little prick.
Also true. But if you had a picture of him getting punched of some kind or ran over, because we do some throwback stuff maybe. But this is probably appropriate. I mean, Nikkita never does anything. This match is for nothing. I guess it's a number one contender shot. I just feel like she makes it way too much for doing so little. In the same pose. Pose.
I was close to using this.
She killed a polar bear for this outfit, though.
Or a sheep.
One of them. But I want to say polar bear just because it's like extinct. And you could have did the scissor me. Look at them. These guys are scissoring on this show. That has appeal. That's appeal for an audience somewhere.
Somewhere.
Damn it. Someone out there, please.
So yeah, we'll be right back after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey! Oh!
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Welcome everyone to the tired edition of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
Very sleepy.
The rundown edition of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. The death-defying edition of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show.
As your life falls apart beside you, you still have time to do one show. One final show.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside edition of the
When you hurt my friend, you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man. I can't run and hide.
I am a real American.
Just fight on like this to survive. Just fight for your life. That's what we're doing here, people. That's what we're doing.
That is why you need to go to www.thesharpshooters.com and hit that, go find that donate button and donate to the show, because we're dying here for your entertainment.
I'm fighting for my fucking life. People don't even know why we're dying. We're just starting the show. They're dead.
Marcus come off probably like a 200-hour shift. I've just finished essentially work for like 3 hours ago and had to suffer through watching AEW.
It was to my surprise that, and my back blew out, my pants ripped, and then I come home and I have to watch a full episode of Dynamite, I drank coffee, still fell asleep on it. Woke up, fell asleep again. Realized it's the longest episode of Dynamite history. Going like, oh God, life is hard. I cried at least 3 times, maybe 7 more.
You know, today we had some big meeting at work today. So like everyone went downstairs. They set up the thing for this big meeting. There were chairs everywhere. Me and my colleague, we got the best chairs. It was like a big, comfortable back-seated chair where you sit back. It's like the most comfortable chair. And there was only 2 of them. There was only 2 of them. We somehow got them right at the back. I'm not going to lie. I nearly fell asleep. That chair was so comfortable.
That's
was
a
so
beautiful story. I wish I had a chair. Just like, to be continued.
And
I'll be the end of my day. To this day, to be continued.
And the speaker was speaking in a voice where you would hear bedtime stories. And I was like, oh, I'm really tired. Oh.
I love it when my brain goes, you want to go to sleep? Yeah, you want to go to sleep. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else gets that. When their brain just tells them, shut it down. It comes in like Gordon Ramsay or P. Diddy in the studio. I'm shutting the studio down.
No, mine speaks to me like P. Diddy in the opening of Bad Boy for Life. Like we just heard us at the beginning of the top of the show.
Yeah.
Hey, me old Manny, you ready? It's sleepy time. Me. And then it turns into me.
I don't understand how you go to sleep with that song. Like, I feel like Manny the musical is an interesting music. It starts off with hot, and ends with nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. We going to sleep now. We tired, yeah. Or I'm saving your life. But let's get on with the show. Let's talk about all the stuff.
So there's a lot of nonsense to get through. But the main bit of nonsense, really. Andrade and Sammy Guevara allegedly have a backstage fight.
Here we go again.
So it wasn't necessarily a fight. It feels like there's different sides of the story. Sammy Guevara didn't throw any punches anyway because apparently he's just a big pussy.
Man, does he look like he can throw punches? His punches look like this. Like that. Look like he dog paddles when he fights.
Apparently Andrade threw 2 punches before the fight broke up. Sammy Guevara did some spins, according to one. Did some spinnies.
Next thing you know, we're hearing titty twisters in the locker room or Indian burns. All the childish attacks that we used to do at each other.
Andrade was pre-warned that he would be sent home. Both of them would be sent home if they had a fight on when they got to the building. Andrade
was threatened with, we're not going to fire you, which, is one of those threats where you go like, what? Okay.
What have I got to do then? What have I got to do to get fired around here?
Tony, I'm gonna go piss in your hair in a media scrum, okay? I'm gonna piss in your hair. I'm gonna stand up on the table and I'm gonna pee in your hair. And you're gonna just take it, and because you're not gonna fire me, because just give me what I want. The quote Batista says, give him what he wants. End the violence in that locker room. For heaven's sake. They're fighting on the Malaka board at this point. That's a basketball reference out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't really know what else is going on. Like, Sammy Guevara has been involved in how many of these backstage disagreements now? Like, it's a minimum 2 that we know of.
All against the Latino wrestlers too. Eddie
Kingston's not Latino, is he?
He's Puerto Rican. What do you think he is?
It looks just American to me.
Manny, you're American bigotry. Bigotry turned American. Eddie Kingston is clearly Puerto Rican. We're gonna leave this in a note, and he kicks it's not Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
No, he is. So, but I would have enough of all of these people. I have enough of this locker room. And
Well, it feels like
me aside. Like it just seems like there needs to be a grown up back there, just stopping all this. It goes, hey, don't fucking touch him. Like the story I read, Andrade's waiting for him in the hallway. Why isn't there anybody going, yo, this isn't going to go down like this? Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So Jamal has said he's Tex-Mex, so you're instantly wrong. So we do need to put this. We do need to come back and re-edit this and put a disclaimer out. I can't read the next comment he wrote, so unless you want to say it,
I would just leave this up there and say, "Nah, that nigga Tex-Mex." Okay, I can swear. I don't know. All I gotta say is this: someone needs to pull a plug on all. Just be a grown up in the back.
Well, I think they need someone, a definite person in HR that controls this shit. That can't just be Tony. It can't just be Tony. There needs to be like a John Laurinaitis or some dipshit that takes control of this.
Can we hire a dipshit? Do we have any dipshits in the back?
No, because
we can't hire. Don't hire just other wrestlers either.
Why is it happening all online? Why are they letting it get this far?
This shit should be squashed in the bag. Be grown-ups. Be adults. We're fucking professionals, to quote Steve Buscemi. And I'm not going to say the other N-word he dropped. We're fucking professionals.
The worst thing for Tony Khan was Vince McMahon retiring. Because notice when Vince McMahon retired, all this shit was ended up coming out of AEW.
Well, he brought on himself. He brought all these WWE guys who are entitled to their push or whatever, like Andrade, who like, oh, I should be pushed and all that. And just be professional, man. Just everybody. Why are you acting like little girls beefing on Twitter? Why do I know your business? Back in my day, wrestlers hated each other. Sean hated Bret guts. What I had known on TV, just a little bit, but I would think it's a part of the storyline. It's not like,
to be honest, I didn't know what that Sunny Days thing was.
TV.
That Sunny Days thing, I had no idea until I was older.
I didn't know any of this shit. It's not like they went to the papers and was like doing interviews every 10 minutes. Yeah, wrestlers just like Ricky Starks put in a tweet. Can my coworker just shut the fuck up?
Yeah, and he deleted it. He should have just left it up.
Yeah, leave it up there. Be a man. Why is there not an adult in the locker room? Like, you have all these people. What's Mark Henry and Big Show's job?
What's Jericho's job? Yeah, he's supposed to be a locker room leader. Sting. Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like, you have all these veterans in there, all these legends, and all these people who seem like they can bring it up. Like, if you have Mark Henry in the back and Big Show, they can easily be like, nah, y'all not fighting. Because what these little motherfuckers gonna do to them? Like, it should get to this. And then the fact that TMZ gets to report this? TMZ?
Yeah, they released it. They released the information first, which is weird.
Just you know what?
And I guarantee you, Sammy doesn't get punished at all.
Well, he main evented and won this week on the same
ridiculous. Because he's connected to Jericho, he's safe. I guarantee you, because he's connected to Jericho, he's probably safe in this company.
Possibly. And then Andrade is intentionally doing this shit. I don't believe he's completely innocent on this.
He's going to have to bring a gun to the show and shoot up something for him to get released at this point.
Yeah,
because Tony Khan knows that he wants to go to WWE. He doesn't want to let that happen. He's going to keep him on the roster.
Yeah, and on top of that, with him trying to provoke this fight, I believe, but he didn't actually start all this. This is all Sammy going online, going wham, you hit me too hard. The fuck is this? Crying about being hit too hard in a combat sport.
Luchador says Sammy is a Gen Z troll for real though. I'd let them throw hands off the premises and let them be done with it. That doesn't solve anything.
You don't. Sammy's gonna lose that fight.
That just makes it a really. That just confirms that it's a bad working environment. You have to let them do that.
I don't know how things are getting worse over there in a lot. Like, you know, things kind of got normal. Thunder Rosa hiding behind toilets and shit. And then we still got this. We still don't know her situation.
I don't even know if that number's correct, but it feels like it's correct. The Usos have 43 DUIs and they've rewarded the tag titles. It's about who you know.
I like to think that he's missing a tag. It's 4 to 3 DUIs, but you know what? 43 sounds accurate. It does. It does. And you know, WWE does not frown upon DUIs, I guess, huh? Hey, they're like, hey, continue to drink, just don't get caught.
Yeah, so
is Jeff Hardy too. I don't know. People just grow the fuck up. Everybody, be adults. Let's move on.
I mean, it's great. It's great for the content to talk about, but like, when you look at it, just for content wise, it's good for us to talk about and bring someone new in to watch our stuff. But like in reality, like when outside people look in at what we do, like, man, what the fuck you watching?
Yeah, Manny, that's your job. You go on Twitter and let's say you're feuding with Bob the Builder. I don't know who the fuck it is. I'm just gonna give Bob the Builder the name.
You go on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you know what I do for a job, and you think I hang around with Bob the Builder.
I wanted to come up with a name. I didn't know if I didn't want to say like anything close to a real name in case something happens. So Bob the
okay,
Builder.
So I'm working. I'm gonna Twitter feud with Bob the Builder.
It says, Manny, you email or you do your spreadsheets a little too aggressive. Or some shit, right? And then you're like, come at me, Bob the Builder, and you're waiting for him in the hallway. There will be punishments around. Like,
guess what? First of all, you get an investigation happening, and then you're probably being released. Not released, fired.
Yeah, fight Bob the Builder. Like, imagine me wanting to get out of my job. I don't know how you guys have contracts or some shit. I don't know how you get out of your contract or whatnot. I'm sure you just get fired. But imagine me at my job hanging out, talking about, I can't wait for this motherfucker to come in. It's ridiculous. We're all adults. No one does this. I don't care if this is a professional. Like, I don't see the Lakers and all their problems dealing with all this. Or even your Jets, Manny. Imagine Zach Wilson waiting outside for somebody.
To fuck someone's mom. Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, he'll do that. You do that. You do that on the slide. But he ain't on Twitter. It's like, haha, I guess I'm fucking your mom. Move on. I'm done with it. These are children, and they're acting like children. Meet me at the playground at 3.
Lucha said, I enjoyed the show, and this backstage nonsense only bothers me when it affects the show. I feel like it has affected the show because not that I was going to watch Rampage, but like 10 versus Andrade's off.
Yeah, but I feel like it affected the show in which I care more about their backstage drama than their actual TV storylines.
Yeah.
Like, give me a long story feud with Andrade and Sammy. And Sammy being a little bitch and Andrade trying to kill him. Give me that.
Yeah, I don't think they should. Personally, I don't think they should have continued. They should have swapped out Sammy Guevara and put in like Jake Hager in or something. Because he should. The fact that he's stuck in that, he should have been taken out.
See, El Luchador, here you go. This is what I want to say. Every job has drama. Agreed. Your job fire somebody. Also, seeing that situation happen as well. I'm just saying, no one's going on Twitter talking about, thank God this motherfucker's finally fired, or putting out someone else's drama in their Twitter feed. For the most part. It doesn't happen in everyday work. It's very cryptic, maybe, but be professional.
Let's move into a more easier story. So
This is
WWE
for me. I didn't like any of this.
WWE, you didn't like reading
tough.
the story when I told you. WWE sets new commentary teams for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So this is on Variety. So they're starting from I think this Friday on the premiere of episode of SmackDown. SmackDown commentary team will now feature Michael Cole and Wade Barrett, the main commentators, with Barrett moving over from NXT. Samantha Irvin will stay as ring announcer, with Kayla Braxton and Megan Morant staying as backstage interviewers. Over on the Monday Night Raw side, Kevin Patrick joins the commentary team with Corey Graves, and Jimmy Smith is now done with WWE. What else? Mike Rome will be the ring announcer. Kathy Kelly is returning to WWE, and Byron Saxton. Both of them will conduct on-screen interviews. And then the more surprising news was Vic Joseph and Hall of Famer Booker T will be commentators for NXT going forward.
So, this is what happens when I don't get my Cheerios in the morning. I haven't eaten either. I haven't slept. Just watching Dynamite work at NXT. This is what happens when you don't get an ETE to balance this shit out. I just get angry. Okay, man. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't get a Wednesday ETE. But now I'm angry. I'm just angry about stuff. I don't even know why I'm angry about this commentary change. Maybe I just hate change. Maybe that's what it is. But god damn it, Big Joseph and Wade Barrett, why not just keep that a thing? I'm not the biggest Wade Barrett guy, but I feel like him and Michael Cole is a far beneath Michael Cole and McAfee. And I just don't like that one. And Kevin Patrick, on his substitute day, he didn't do shit for me. I like Jimmy Smith. And I want to say Jimmy Smith's Danny Ogata, but I'm not. Jimmy Smith was okay on commentary. He was there. He reacted, you know. I don't know what Kevin Patrick's going to bring. Byron Saxton's firing is low overdue. And why the fuck is Booker T on NXT? Where's Nigel McGuinness, damn it?
Yeah, it should have been Nigel McGuinness. If I'm more honest, it should have been Nigel McGuinness. Look at this bigot. Kevin Patrick, the dude with accent, he's horrible.
Look at the reaction. Weston B. Moore is even announcing it. I don't think he's gonna bring the goods. I do not like this decision at all. You know, on NXT this week, Big Joseph was out getting married and stuff. Blah blah blah. Congratulations. Great. I'm glad for him and Mackenzie. Good for them. The guy that was on sounded just like Big Joseph.
I did not like the guy that was on. I did not like him.
He was a Big Joseph impersonator.
No, he looked like Wade Barrett had relations with a woman that was of that origin, and it was Bring Your Child to Work Day because he looked tiny, and he looked like the kid. Yeah. He looked like Big. He looked like Tom Hanks in Big when he was wearing his dad's suit. And that is a pretty obscure reference if you are not old enough.
First of all, man, let that man live his grown-up life, okay? Let him live his grown-up life, okay? Yes, he was 16 years old trying to be 29 or something. Or no, he was 12 or 13 going on 30. I don't know what he was doing. But let him live his life. I'm not going to judge him for his size. He sounded like Big Joseph, and I was like, oh, if they didn't tell me or show me Big Joseph was not on that show today, I'd be like, oh, Big Joseph seems a little different today. But it would have been Big Joseph. I'm Big Joseph. I am pissed. I am pissed to the highest of festivity that I was passed over for Kevin Patrick. I should be on the Big Show. Me and Mackenzie, fuck you guys. I'm Anthony Raven. I'm waiting in hallways, and I'm ready to fight somebody. Depends on my release.
Okay, let's just move into AEW. Let's try and get through this as quickly as possible. It was the third year anniversary of Dynamite. Or was it the fourth?
So much has changed in 3 years.
A
lovable locker room where everybody's happy too. Before we even start the tapings, 2 people want to fight to the death. What the fuck?
It starts with MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. This was a great opening match. They had history and it showed. They worked really well. They had really good chemistry. The only thing I hated about it was the multiple pin segment. I hate when they do a referee spot. Like, what was this for? I hated it. I hate this when they do it in WWE. I hate this when they do it on the Indies. I hate this in AEW. It annoys me.
Describe said spot, Manny. Decide said spot. You didn't describe it. What do you hate? I know what spot you're talking about, but maybe the pin.
It's the rolling pin spot, which is really annoying. And then Bryce Remsburg, the referee. Yeah, I remembered his name because he annoyed me. He does a bouncing pin. He bouncing count on his knee, which annoys me even more.
I like the rolling pin spot, Manny. I don't know why. I always like it. Right yes, I actually like the rolling pin spots. I don't know why. It seems fun. It's a nice break. It shows how much stamina each guy has and stuff. Because it's just nonstop. And you know what? I'm trying to win. My problem with this match, I think you know what I hate. You know who I hate. I hate the Wheeler. I hate him. There's nothing wrong with the match. It was a good match. Nice opener. MJF, Will Yuta. Great wrestlers in the ring. Just don't care for Will Yuta at all. Never wanted to see him win. Don't want to see him come close to winning. Don't want good things to happen to him. I'm a horrible person. I don't care. That's pretty much it. That's all I had to say. This is not an honest critique. This is 100% subjective whatsoever. I hate Will Yuta. Therefore, I did not care about this match. I don't care. Like, I feel like MJF, if I have to watch an MJF match and I only get like 3 of these a year, Will Yuta shouldn't be one of them on free TV. I'm just saying. I want someone who I believe could actually beat him.
The Firm come out and hit Yuta before they have a chance to shake each other's hands. MJF didn't ask it. Says he doesn't ask them to do that, but Stokely hands him his ring as he's about to nail Yuta in the face. Regal comes down from the commentary desk with his brass knucks.
He still had time to hit him. Regal was slowly putting it on like he was putting on lingerie.
Yeah, but this is why I hate.
Like he was putting on his stockings and getting ready for bed. Like, I'm going to show you, honey, what I'm about to do. No, he had a million minutes to just punch him and be like, let's get out of here. Where Regal still putting on.
Exactly. This is why I hate all villains sometimes. Why do you pause for dramatic effect when the good guy arrives? No, he's going to take a while before he gets to you. Just do the deed and get away.
Yeah, just stop. Okay, I did it.
That goes for all wrestling and in all comic book movies. Do the deed and disappear.
And that villainy tricks from Thirst Trapper Jones.
And you'll see me go away with my cape and go.
Yeah, he puts the cape over his face and jumps into his titty mobile and drives away. Also avoiding traffic lights and traffic laws.
We move into our next match, which is Jay Lethal versus Darby Allin. Again, the match was all right. Darby wins. And then Jay Lethal reluctantly shakes the hand of Darby. I mean, it is what it is. There's so many matches on here with no story going into it whatsoever. Yeah,
that's fine. Enjoyable. Nice. Why do I care?
It's an indie show.
I'll try to think, was there any reason for me to care about Jay Lethal fighting Darby Allin? And then the handshake and the end seemed random. Why?
Well, so Satnam Singh and why am I blanking on his name right now? Sanjay Dutt come to the ring and look like they're going to cause some interference, whereas Jay Lethal told him originally in the back to stay in the back because he can do this on his own. They come down, he gets a little distracted, and then I think Jay Lethal's a little pissed at that or whatever, but I think that's to add to a story that they've got.
Why they turn Jay Lethal face?
I think so, but like, do you care? Like, how much did anyone actually care about this little group of Satnam Singh, Jay Lethal, and Sanjay Dutt?
I think they won one match on TV. Everything else is on the YouTube channel. They've never won on TV. I think they won one. And if Jay Lethal's turned their face, why? Let people be a heel for a minute. They turn people so many times. I think it may have been Jim Cornette's show or something I listened to when they were talking about, but I think it's a list of how many turns they've had in just 1 year. I think it's been like 43 face and heel turns this year already. Jesus, just keep everybody safe. What you call it?
We move into the TNT title match where it's Brian Cage with Prince Nana, and you know how much I love Prince Nana versus Wardlow. Another match where not much going into this, no build, just two big men bumping meat.
Yep.
But Wardlow essentially just makes light work of Brian Cage. Just light work.
I feel like it was a solid match.
I don't think it was as competitive as it could have been.
It was like 7-10 minutes, maybe, at TV time.
No, it fell at 5.
It was like 5 minutes, was it? It's probably, I watched it twice. And both of them loopy. And I felt like the crowd really got into it. So my main issue again with this match is Brian Cage hasn't been seen alive in 10 years on the show. Like he was the original AEW surprise or something along those lines. And he hadn't been seen. He's back after he asked for his release. One of the original people to ask for their release. And he's back. And I see it with Prince Nana in the embassy. If I'm a casual AEW viewer and I have not watched what Brian Cage been doing, I guess in the indies or on Dark or something, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is random. So
exactly that.
Shout out to Wardlow. Wardlow did this damn thing. But then we get this run-in with FTR and the embassy and just more characters. I guess more building toward Ring of Honor or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so who was it? The embassy attacked Wardlow at the end. Joe tries to make the save, or at least tries to, and then FTR make the save. It's just stop bringing back the notion that the Pinnacle still exists.
Yeah. It's MJF's group. It was MJF's group. Once he left,
MJF moved on. MJF moved on. Stop calling.
Yeah. With the Pinnacle, MJF is gone, and the number 2 of the Pinnacle, yes, I'm going to call him the number 2 of the Pinnacle. Sean Spears isn't even around. The Pinnacle's dead. They just can't take the name. They're not the Judgment Day and just take people's factions.
We move into Willow Nightingale, Athena, and Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb, Jamie Hayter, and Penelope
I
Ford.
got this match 20 times already. This feels like the Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka teaming against the Damage Control in some form or fashion. I've seen this match so many times, it ain't worth it. Shout out to Willow Nightingale.
Willow picks up the win for her team. Britt Baker gets in the face of Saraya, and Saraya has minimal contact in the ring with her, and then screams that it's her house. And then later in the back, Willow wants a TBS title match. And Jay Cargill goes, "I'll beat you for the 3rd time, sucker."
So, winning the 6-man may have earned or Trios has earned Will Nightingale a TBS title shot.
No, she just wanted a title shot. She just wanted a title shot. And she's like, "Oh, you want to be number 39? Okay, you be number 39."
But why not go after Tony?
Because that title ain't real, Marcus. That title currently ain't real.
Because Tony was in this match. Why not look at Tony and be like, "Hey, let me get your interim title." You a joke.
That title ain't real.
So, yeah, I guess. But just the first time I think Jay Cargill's interacted with somebody in a different division, in the women's division, I guess. I don't know. But Saraya with the kick completely missed and pretended like she could take bumps. She can't do it. She's not doing it. She's not going to do anything physical. This is over. The dream is dead, Tony. It's over. It's just a hater inside.
The dream is dead.
The dream is dead. I imagine her in like what's that movie? Los Miserables. The Anne Hathaway. She dreamed the dream. It's over. It's dead. I don't know why I read this as I'm surprised by the poop that Deeb got.
Someone was throwing shit out there.
Tell out to Deeb, who they did start chanting Deeb. And
Deeb got a massive pop.
Yeah. Oh no, this venue was a smaller venue. It seems smaller, right?
Yeah,
I don't even know what it was.
From
it
WrestleTix, they also struggled to sell out this one, given how small the venue was.
It was interesting. I don't care about the sellout thing. It just looks. It had an interesting look to it, and I was like, "Oh, this is very, very intimate, or it's really high up, or something."
Yeah,
but I don't.
We get to the National Scissoring Day segment.
It's the best segment of the night.
Bowens actually dominated the segment on the mic, which I didn't think he was able to do. He's
better on the mic. Bowens is better on the mic than Caster.
Bowens is better overall. I think Bowens is the better overall out of the two of them.
Are you going to call Caster Jannetty?
He's not a Jannetty, but
okay. You know what you
I
want
think
to call
he's
him.
a John
Morrison.
Morrison.
Know what you want to call him.
I think Caster's a John Morrison.
I was gonna give him at least he's the road dog to his Bowens Billy Gunn. He goes in there, he does his shimmy, he does his shake, rattle, and roll. But Bowens does all the heavy lifting, like Billy Gunn does all the heavy rendering work.
Bowen says that they're the best homegrown AEW talent. AEW now stands for Acclaimed Every Wednesday. Refers to Swerve as Sneaky Swerve and Keith Lee are just a tag team thrown together. He takes multiple shots at your boy Sneaky Swerve. Daddy Ass gives them big ass golden scissors. Why if I wrote Stinky Swerve? Not Sneaky Swerve.
You wanted to go sneaky. You spell correct, man. He's Stinky Swerve. Strickland.
Stinky Swerve interrupts, calls the segment the most idiotic thing he's ever seen. He congratulates Billy because more kids can go and get suspended in school for scissoring. I mean, I got detention for saying suck it. I don't know about anyone else.
I don't think scissoring is that bad unless you interpret it as that way. Right?
Of course teachers are going to interpret it that way.
Well, teachers need to grow up, all right? Give it the times, all right? It's blew you by. As Triple H said, you're going to look at him to your left and realize I'm not as young as I used to be. You go, what the hell happened? That's evolution, baby. Scissoring is a thing.
He challenges Billy Gunn to a match in Toronto and claims a rock beats scissors, and he's holding a rock. Smart Mark comes out and states paper beats rock, and he's been saying for weeks Swerve is a jerk and no one listened. The Acclaim beat him up, and Billy Gunn accepts the match. There we go. That's the end of that segment.
So what was accepted, when, where, and why?
Billy Gunn and Swerve next week in Toronto. I don't know if it's on Dynamite or Rampage. We move on to Roosh versus Hangman Page. Hangman defeats Roosh in what might be Hangman's best match in months. Or the year.
Well, he already has like 2 matches a year now, it seems like. He is the cause of controversy. Roosh filling in. I know this match was already scheduled, but Roosh filling in right where Andrade's at. The losing guy. He just going on TV and losing to somebody in management. But let's go. Keep going. I'm not gonna.
Private Party tried to take out Hangman Page after the match, after being ridiculed at the end of during a backstage segment by the guy with the iPad and Roosh. But Mox comes out and says, nah. And they leave.
We don't want none of this. This guy's sober.
Mox says he waited 3 years to face Hangman Page. He says he's going to break his face and choke him till his face goes blue, as he is standing in his way of being the one true top guy in AEW. What do you make of that?
Well, MJF, I guess, fuck me. I'm the number 1 contender, too. If we got 2 number 1 contenders, let's resolve this. Shit. But, I was fine with it. I thought Mox was a little over the top, I feel like, this time. Normally, he's, like, right temperature, but I feel like he was a little over the top in this one. Don't know why. I was
No,
like,
he
this
seems
is dramatic.
This isn't as over the top for Mox as it's been in the past. He didn't do none of this.
Yeah, he wasn't, fighting off a Tourette's or a seizure or something or whatever's going on with him. I just feel like he was just a little over the top. Like, I've been waiting 3 years to fight Hangman Page. What stopped you? What has stopped you? Nothing's got in the way. Nothing's got in the way for you to fight Hangman Page. What has stopped you?
Jimmy says, Mox is... Why is it taking ages to come up? Mox is weak on the mic. I thought even Jungle Boy was better on the mic.
Ooh.
Really?
Oh,
really?
That's hard.
Jimmy, that's harsh.
That's hard. Hold on, let me do Jungle Boy. Hey, Luchasaurus, because that's the next segment. Luchasaurus kills a man. I think it's Fuego del Sol. Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think they go for post-match shenanigans and Jungle Boy makes the save. I don't know what, I don't know.
So it looked like Luchasaurus was going to pick up Fuego and throw him into the universe.
Yeah, do a Von Wagner. He's going to do a Von Wagner.
Jungle Boy runs out with a chair, hits Luchasaurus with a chair, and then gets on the mic and says he is upset and heartbroken.
I am upset with you. I am heartbroken, Mr. Luchasaurus. You were my best friend. You were my best friend. And now I have to kill you. I don't know. I also don't know how he ended it, but I remember him going, "You're my best friend." Luchasaurus like, "So what? Get out of here, bitch. Get out of here."
So basically,
fuck that shit. I'm about that gangster life now.
For me, what happened? What Jungle Boy said on the mic is how Sammy Guevara, for me, went to the back and was crying about when he got hit too hard. That's what it came off again.
Yeah. 100% agree. Jungle Boy just sounded soft. I don't know. I didn't get the aggression out of this. I feel like Luke Perry, Dylan would have cut that promo better and would have looked him in the eye and was like, "I'll kill her. I'll kill you, Luchasaurus." I don't know. Can't do a Dylan impersonation or Luke Perry. God rest his soul, but I'm not gonna do it. I can do That's the best.
We get Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. I didn't care about this match. I saw Sammy. I was like, I don't fucking care about this man. I hope he dies.
Let me tell you what stopped me from caring about this match. All this backstage drama that goes on with this show. Because I'm thinking about Sammy. I'm thinking about Jericho climbing these house of cards or whatever he's doing in a political blackout of AEW. Because he's the only survivor. He's made him in 2 shows with this Ring of Honor title. I guess his whole goal out there is to get this Ring of Honor TV deal. I don't know. But I don't give a flying fuck about they get this Ring of Honor TV deal. It's just a mess of it. To me, I need them to separate these shows as soon as possible. Don't care how they do it. Just turn AEW Dark into UTH. It's a Ring of Honor. God, I'm thinking about gambling or something.
Thinking.
Just turn it into Ring of Honor.
That's your life, isn't it?
It is. It is my life. It's my life. Goddamn cards. Oh. Just turn one of these 800 shows into Ring of Honor until you get an actual TV deal. Just have it separate. I don't need the Ring of Honor champion main eventing every week on Dynamite. Yes, it's the story of Jericho, the sports entertainer, running a wrestling company. Great, beautiful, sexy, great story. Not should be on Dynamite. Dynamite should be focused on their wrestlers as, going after the Dynamite title or the AEW title.
Yeah. Yeah, so even if I wasn't tired, I don't think I would have enjoyed this episode of Dynamite. The matches were fine. The opening match, I think that was my only tolerance for it because I watched that in the morning.
Yeah.
I think the rest, yearned on me because I was so tired.
I don't think I needed the extra 15 minutes to the show that they added. Like, I didn't need to overrun. They didn't add anything. There's, I enjoyed the opening match, like you said, the scissoring. The Cage and Wardlow match is fine. But what I just need is more context and story. Private Party are in the exact same spot they've been in for 3 years. Oh, should we
Yeah.
line ourselves with Matt Hardy or not? Give Darby Allin something to do. FTR, give them something to do. Just don't need it.
In 2022, Daddy Ass Badass Billy Gunn is more relevant than Edge and Christian and Matt and Jeff Hardy. Wow. I'm not sure about Edge.
We're
Christian's
currently
quite
Billy Gunn week.
Yeah.
It's Billy Gunn week, Betty. We get the DX celebration on Monday, and then we got National Scissors Day today, and then he's having a match in Canada against Swerve. So Billy Gunn's having the time of his life at 50-something years old.
Sneaky Swerve and Bobby Trashley are amazing. Let's move into NXT. While Vic is on his honeymoon, they brought out Byron Saxton and Sudu Shah to join Wade Barrett on commentary.
I love that they had to go to the first take route of Stephen A. Smith isn't here. We need to add 2 more guys. Make up for it. Add Byron on this one. Why did they add Byron? What did Byron need to be on this show for?
Byron added nothing to this. I just heard him on Raw. Did I need this extra clown on NXT?
Yeah, and also the aesthetic of NXT kind of changed. It's only missing the breakfast cereal colors or whatever, the tricks colors. It's now kind of orange. Everything's kind of orange. The ropes are white.
Again, didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
I didn't notice the ropes were blue last week. I didn't even notice the ropes were white this week.
They got rid of the clear barricade. It's now the
that's so much better because it seems like so much space around the ring again.
And they put the announce table back in the I guess the Raw position. I guess that's what I would call that, in the Spanish announce table position. I don't know. So I miss where the announce table was. I actually like the high ground announce table that they had in the corner. Yeah, it gives the wrestlers more room.
It just seemed really it felt really far away. Even though they're right in front, but because you never see them.
Action.
Yeah, I don't like that they could stay. You couldn't see them. I like the fact that you can see them sometimes, and then see someone run away from the desk.
I like
my favorite thing.
I'll clear out. Get my papers. Get my papers in Red Bull. Where's my phone? But I did enjoy like the Von Wagner throws and stuff over there, or people fall over there, or Vinci and stuff like that. I liked it where it was at. I didn't mind it. I'm not gonna say, "Oh my god, I can't believe they ruined 2.0 by moving the announcer." No, I enjoyed that up there. The aesthetics of the show, it felt the same, other than I liked that the floor had more room.
Yeah. So we get the Pretty Deadly's NXT address of the Commonwealth.
God.
This segment was bad.
I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it.
I love these two, but I hate the fact that is part of British culture, where our judges, sometimes our judges in the High Court, and certain people dress like that, and then people look at you and then go, especially like Americans and other people come and look at you. Like, hey man, why do you guys wear wigs? Like, we don't all do that.
See, we adopted the wig look when we founded this country from Great Britain, I guess, or when we defected. We adopted that look, but slowly and surely, someone went to the room and was like, "This is fucking ridiculous." And stop. In England, they still do this, man. Why?
I don't know.
Why are you guys still doing it? Someone walked in the room in America and says, "Hey guys, how ridiculous do we look? We look fucking stupid." Okay, let's not do that.
I've deleted the picture. At least Durag Dave don't do it.
Durag Dave definitely does it. He does it, and it has his durag on under it.
They proclaim that they should be awarded the tag team titles forever because they've beat everyone, which brings out the Brawling Brutes. They turn up and they said they were chatting shit on socials. Pretty Deadly blame it on all the Kevins: Kevin Nash, Kevin Patrick, and Kevin Owens. That they were hacked.
You know, for some reason, I feel like Kevin Owens is gonna bring this up in the future. You blame me to like Pretty Deadly randomly, because I feel like he's the type of guy that would have this in his memory bank. Oh, they brought up my name, will they? All right, I am not the reason that you guys got cheated or whatever.
Listen, I never cared about Pretty Deadly until now. Banging the gavel was hilarious.
Yes,
Because he did it in the most like
order. This was a throwback segment to me. This felt very Attitude Era kind of ridiculousness segment.
No, when I saw the podium, I was like, this is very dangerous to being that Melina and John Morrison press conference.
Oh,
way back in the day.
That was one of the worst things.
Yeah, so Ridge comes out and they get a match later on in the night. Wes will not let go. Ridge must go.
I thought Ridge, being the mouthpiece of this, handled himself very well.
I didn't think he could talk that well. I honestly didn't think he could talk that well, and he's improved. And he showed on the mic I think it was last week on SmackDown, or the week before, and then this week he did really well on the mic. Gigi and JJ get attacked by Albert Fire, and then the car drives away with Albert Fire.
Randy, this might be the worst segment of the year, and I don't know. This little segment, it was maybe 30 seconds. But it's the worst looking kidnapping ever. It was Albert Fire with bat, proceeds to swing bat, hits Gigi and ribs. Gigi goes, oh, in the fakest way possible. Oh, I've been hitting my ribs. She jumps in the car, drives away with Mandy. Or whatnot. Allegedly, Mandy.
Allegedly, because that wasn't followed up.
Yeah, no, and then Gigi coming out with tape ribs later, and I was like,
"Do you dare respect
in the parking lot?
Do you dare disrespect her with the tape ribs? Do you dare disrespect her? Because anytime someone comes out with tape ribs, I go shout out DDP. Dun 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 dun.
She did not sell that she had broken ribs in that parking lot. They had to look up when Mandy got kidnapped. I was like, what? Not that I got hit with a baseball bat repeatedly. It was more like, wait, they kidnapped Mandy? Why? No, it was horrible looking. It was horrible.
We get Carmelo Hayes versus Oro Mensah.
As Wes brought up, they did bring up that this is the most dangerous places on the planet. The NXT parking lot.
Fuck the fight pit. I see you in NXT parking lot.
Yeah, anything can happen there. Might be the last time we see Velveteen Dream alive. It's an NXT parking lot where he fought Adam Cole.
So Carmelo Hayes versus Oro Mensah was another good match. Really enjoyed this.
Yep. I think they got some here with the Mensah. Oro Mensah. They may have
something. I think they do. Because he wasn't that. I feel bad that him and Thing didn't get a good shake at NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. Him and Oliver Carter, right? Or is he Oliver Carter?
He's Oliver Carter.
I can't
remember the other guy's name. I can't remember the other guy's name.
I'm gonna be honest, I can never get their names right. I always mix them up. So I'm gonna say
really
Blake Griffin.
Match. And then Carmelo Hayes stays at the commentary desk, where we get Andre Chase versus Von Wagner. Mello said on commentary, "When I was a kid, I used to ask for setbacks for Christmas just so I could overcome them and stunt on these hoes."
That is the quote of the week because it's so ridiculous if you think about it. Mom, Mr. Santa Claus, what do you want? Mr. Santa Claus, I want setbacks.
Can you make me overcome the odds? I want to overcome the odds. So you set me up with some terrible times.
So fine. I'm going to have your father leave you, and you're not going to have anything but Taco Bell mouth off packages to eat. That's what's going to happen. That's what you're going to do. Well, this is a little harsh. And we're going to give you ramen noodles, but you can't even eat them because you don't have any hot water or gas to boil the shit. So you're going to eat them raw. You just got to eat the sauce.
Wait. Is this the Carmelo Hayes story or just the Marcus the Grand Finale story?
It's mixed in with the Marcus the Grand Finale story. Fucking privileged motherfucker. I had setbacks. I had setbacks. If I wouldn't have said it, I would ask him a setback. I would ask him, can he pay the water bill so we can boil these goddamn noodles?
It's clear that Chase is miles better than Von Wagner. Clear as day.
So disappointed. That Andre Chase isn't in this. Give Chase you something. I feel like them in the ladder match meant something to me. Von Wagner in the ladder match means nothing. He's damn good.
Thea Hale body slams Robert Stone. Mello is attacked by Wesley after the match. Wesley cuts an inspired promo, which is interrupted by Stax, who says his actions for hurting the Don has consequences. Get the fuck out of it, Stax.
Here's my whole thing. Stax come up there like he's Sammy Guevara. You did that on purpose. You tried to hurt me. And I'm going, it's a wrestling match. I'm supposed to try to hurt you. Oh, yeah. You right. End the conversation, right? Stax, get your solo career out of the way. You're not even a Janetti. You're a fucking Virgil.
Veer's returned to NXT. He gives Sanga a look, and then Sanga smiles. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on there?
So Sanga smiled red, so you couldn't make it in the big times. And you had to go crawling down to me. That's how it was.
Them Gallus boys said they'll be back. They're coming back for all the gold. Gallus boys on top. I believe them.
I would love to.
I believe them, but they never succeeded in NXT UK.
No, they got the gold. They got the tag team gold.
They got tag gold. Joe Coffey got nothing.
Yeah, he got nothing. He didn't accomplish that. But I also want to talk about the biggest injustice in the history of law enforcement is the Gallus boys going to jail and actually doing a mini bid. They're doing a mini bid right now for a crime that everybody else does in NXT. I just feel like justice for the Gallus boys.
First of all, the Gallus boys got arrested, Marcus. How did they have the time to produce this video? The smoke and everything in this video.
Well, they had a lot of time to think of the video, man. By the way, here's how twisted the laws are. We had a kidnapping on this episode, and someone swinging a baseball bat in the parking lot. We had Damon Kemp murder Roderick Strong, and I miss it every single week. I killed Roddy.
Marcus, I believe.
None of these people are in jail, but the Gallus boys went to jail.
Marcus, I have a feeling. You know how you can't get arrested in international waters? I feel like the NXT parking lot is somehow on some international waters that you can't get arrested if you commit a crime in there, because every crime that has happened in there, no one has ever got arrested.
Yeah. I feel like the Gallus boys are the only people without diplomatic immunity.
Actually,
I don't know if you heard that one before.
Actually, I think there's only been one person that's been arrested in the NXT parking lot.
Who's that?
And it was when Sheamus framed Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy got taken away. Elias!
Elias! Jeff Hardy gets another DUI because of Sheamus. No repercussions to Sheamus, who's clearly guilty in this. Where's Elias? Elias!
They had a Casey Express friendship package, which I didn't care about.
I care. I've seen their struggle. I've seen her quit. She was there. Yes, girl. Hallelujah. They seem like two old church ladies. I don't know why.
Dragunov's video package was really good. He surely has to be the guy to dethrone this hothead idiot.
Please.
Long live the Tsar.
Please give the Tsar back his belt, please. Jesus.
So Schism tell the Red Hoodie that they need to be better. Which they then set up Cameron Grimes, with Cameron Grimes telling the Red Jumper not to bother with Schism, and then Grimes gets assaulted, and then let the Red Jumper into the family.
Yes. Someone said Red Jumper is Tiffany Stratton in the mid-card mess. I don't buy it, but you know what? Be interesting. She disappeared and that kind of appeared at the same time.
I don't want it to be too. I still think it might be Isla Dawn. She's still technically with WWE, so I think it may be her.
But does anybody know who Isla Dawn is in the States?
No, which would
Like,
be a
I
good
feel
way
like
to bring it
unmasking.
in.
I feel like an unmasking brings in a big reveal of, oh snaps, that's so and so.
I don't need to. Thing is, I don't think they need Tiffany Stratton in this spooky group. They don't.
You know what, Spooky Stratton?
No, I want normal Stratton.
I know who I really want it to be. I want it to be Boa. I know he's too short to be Boa.
It's way too short.
I know. I want it to be Boa. God, if there's any way out there, please make it Boa. Have her with paint under there as well. Please, God, do anything.
Speaking of Boa, where's the other
you
one?
gave Carmelo all my setbacks, but please. Make this Boa.
Speaking of Boa, where's the other one? Where's the Sun girl, Saray?
Where's Saray? Could it be Saray?
I hope not. Unless Gacy's using this power of the sun for evil. I need this.
Him holding a medallion going, yes. 100%. On par with what goes on at NXT. Ridiculous. But yes.
Lash Legend versus Wendy Chu. Lash starts the match by hitting Wendy Chu with a pillow. And I'm gonna have to say this is a vast improvement for Lash Legend.
Lash Legend is gonna be a star. I feel like she's just building charisma and in-ring ability. It's just it's only a matter of time. She's what NXT is all about, developing.
Yeah. I think she's gonna be you people may look at her as probably Naomi 2.0. But I think she's a completely different specimen. I think she could be a Bianca because she's in the back already defeating like they feel things to be broken.
She ain't won a match,
but she's breaking all of the strength records Bianca Belair set at the PC.
Yeah.
So like she's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, she has the presence of a Jade Cargill. And she has some really good athleticism of Bianca. It's a stream of power and a personality in there. You know, she's good. She's talented.
Yeah, she's not as fluid yet as some of the other wrestlers on NXT, female wrestlers on NXT, but she probably get there.
Yeah, but what is this? Her second year wrestling?
Yeah,
like,
probably.
She started in the middle of the pandemic. Bianca's at 6 years, and she wasn't all that good. Look where she at now. You know. This could be something.
We get to
Charlotte. Charlotte didn't get that far. She took some time too.
So we get Toxic Attraction versus Nikkita Lyons and Zoey Stark. Again, I appreciate Gigi Dolan for coming out with the ribs taped, just like DDP.
I don't know what DDP asked for Christmas. Can I get those? Can I get that taped ribs? Sure, you can have it for like 6 years.
Nikkita Lyons and Zoey Stark pick up the win in this match. I mean, this match was all right. The Nikkita Lyons flaws were hidden by the other three.
Yeah. Nikkita, do your thing. All right, it's over.
And JJ has really like changed my opinion on her.
She's gotten better.
She's gotten way better.
Yeah. Like my first impression of JJ, and I will tell you this, every time I thought JJ, it was the short, failed suicide dive attempt. And then that was it. That was the end of JJ for me.
Yeah, she's come back.
She's the new double J. She's the girl slinger. She's the heart and soul of that team. I'm gonna make the girl slinger a thing. She's the gunslinger out.
And she's the heart and soul of ETE. I see your intro.
This is our JCJ appreciation show.
We get the Grayson Waller effect with Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. I take back what I said about the opening segment. This was bad.
This was bad. This was bad.
It's fun. It's funny at the same time, but this was bad.
Apollo's predictions come true. I don't know what he did under that ring to his eyes, but he did it. The original Waller effect was better. It's just that they lacked everything.
Yeah. So basically, long story short, to ignore all the nonsense that happened in this, in 2 weeks' time, they will play a pick your poison match where the whole of the WWE roster is fair game. Someone wants to see Roxanne Perez versus Omos in the WWE universe, and that person is a monster. A Halloween Havoc.
For that.
A Halloween Havoc. It's spin the wheel, make a deal, and then Apollo gets him and fucks up his eyes.
Yeah, watch Omos lose that shit though. Like, would you? Are you in the back? Are you in the back going like, this bitch might go Omos? Don't put that in her head. She may actually go Omos. If she go Omos, I'm going Veer. I'll tell you that right now. Shut up.
You mean Veer?
This.
You pick Omos, I'm going Braun Strowman. You're going Veer?
I would go Veer. You know, I saw him walking around the locker room. He looked clean shaved, but he looks like that. I feel like Strowman has the heart of a heart of gold. He's a monster, but has a heart of gold. He wouldn't do it.
Not if you see what he did to Liv Morgan on Up Up Down Down. I've never seen someone look so defeated in my life. At one point, she's lying on the floor with her head in a bin. Marcus,
this was the one chip, right?
Yeah.
I think one day we need to do a show and just do the one chip and try to survive and do a full
I'm telling you now, I won't survive.
A Monday Night Raw. A full episode of Monday Night Raw.
I will leave the microphone on. You'll hear me throwing up in the room next door and taking a shit in the room next door. That is exactly what's going to happen.
So what you're saying is we need more cameras.
Donate to the show.
I'll tell you this. I'll add this to our subscription goals. You guys get us to 500 subscribers, we'll do the one chip challenge. And review a show that way. 500, Manny. We're not getting there.
So we
can't even get to the Goblet of Fire.
We're stalled right now. You don't know, Marcus. We may still get to these milestones.
Our numbers are down, and I blame all this wrestling bullshit. Why look at us on social media and talk about wrestlers when the wrestlers go on social media and talk about the wrestlers?
So we get Duke Hudson versus Julius Creed. Earlier in the night, Duke gets under the hotheads of Diamond Mine. He pokes the bear. He pokes the bear. I just wanted to see what 10 chair shots look like.
I just wanted to see what oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. The one that got arrested, the gay wrestler.
Jake Atlas.
Yeah, I just want to see his thoughts on the match. That's it. Because Duke can't fuck. That's why it goes in my head. Oh, it didn't go in my head. Duke can't fuck.
And you know what? That does really play in a mind's mental psyche.
It's stuck in my head forever.
Julius makes quick work of Duke. Brutus comes out, beats up Duke. Also, Damon Kemp gets up on the stage. He's turned some severe evil. He's becoming one of my favorite evil villains.
Now he's on a fucking balcony talking his evil plan. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you may be your brother's keeper, but he my bitch.
That was a line and a half. He says if he beats...
Oh, my words are backfire. If I'm Julius Creed, ouch. Come back.
He says if he beats him at Halloween Havoc, his brother can get another match. But if he doesn't win, Brutus is gone from NXT.
Nothing without him.
Bruce accepts on Julius' behalf.
I'm assuming he's going to get this other match because I couldn't imagine them separating them and putting Brutus on the main roster. What the fuck are they going to do with Brutus on the main roster?
Well, why are they having an ambulance match?
put Roddy in the ambulance because Roddy's gonna come out Roddy's gonna come out the ambulance and attack the Creeds and be like, "This was our plan all along. We're evil." Spoiler for Halloween Havoc.
We get Hank Walker versus Zion Quinn.
At this point, Manny, fuck Hank Walker. Fuck him. He had his contract for about 2 weeks. As Wade Bear said, he couldn't get any type of seamstress to get some wrestling gear. He's not like he's come here like he's on his day off, probably smelling of ass and shit. like he's going. He looked like he was going to the gas station, let alone to the ring. Fuck Hank.
Hang
Walker.
on, Briggs and Jensen dressed like him.
Dude, how was that in the right? I don't understand. Do I ever come out here and say, "Oh, thank God Brooks and Jensen are here," who got a test, who are on main event? Them and Phelan, they're all on main event. They're going to the main roster soon, and it's gonna be the darkest day of my life.
So that happened. The Brawling Brutes
setbacks. There's setbacks right there.
The Brawling Brutes come out. They face off against Pretty Deadly, the NXT Tag Team titles. You got Briggs and Jensen in the back trying to get a title shot before they've even won the titles. Edris and Malik also try the same. I was like, dudes, they got to win first before you start asking for shit.
Yeah, neither one of these teams have won anything. I mean, at least the pieces of shit. I can't remember what they call themselves. They don't have a name, Brooks and Jensen, but at least they had the UK titles they had, and they won some. They won the pub brawl last week and sent Gallus to jail. I didn't know that was a stipulation. But I like that all the Gallus went to jail when it was just Joe Coffey, right? Who punched the ref? Wasn't it just Joe Coffey that hit the officials? What did you say?
Yeah, but I thought they've gone to all jail together as by association.
Damn it! That's me and you and Eric hanging out. All of a sudden, Eric throws a punch because he's all slim and stuff.
I started feeling myself, so I'm gonna test myself.
I'm gonna test myself with the police and hit one of them. And me and you going like, Eric, why'd you do that? Now we're all going to jail.
Yeah, and then Imperium come out and take out the Brutes as well. I think this just turned into a massive mess at the end.
Yeah, everybody start fighting to the death. And Halloween, they set the stage for Halloween Havoc. Hey, at Halloween Havoc, we're getting that blindfold match though, right? It has to be Apollo versus Waller. It has to be a blindfold match.
I don't want that to be a blindfold match. I really don't.
It has to be a blindfold match.
Dude, that was worse. That was horrible the last time I saw that match. I don't need it again.
There has never been a good blindfold match. But they're entertaining as hell sometimes, seeing people attack referees and stuff.
So yeah, that was NXT. That was a little bit more enjoyable to me.
I think we made it more. It was I'm gonna say this. It was just an okay show. I think we made it enjoyable having talked about it, and once we start covering mellow setbacks that he got for Christmas.
I don't feel tired anymore, if it makes sense.
No, I woke up with the anger of Dynamite and to the ridiculousness of NXT, the horrible parking lot segments, and you had to defend England and your stupid wigs.
There was a little bit of news. Legado is expected to debut on SmackDown this week.
Hey, that's good news. You know what? That's the only good news we've reported on all week.
Yeah, so Legado is expected to come to debut on Friday. Tomorrow? Is it Friday? Yes, it is tomorrow. This week has been so long, people. This week has been so long.
Stop it, Manny. I'm not even at my halfway point.
Yeah, but at least you'll get to sleep a little next week when we don't have shows.
You would think that. But suddenly I'm going to push a security guard and I end up 2 weeks in jail and I got to put on the video package of what I'm going to do when I come back.
So yeah. And I thought NXT was a fun show.
And you know what? And part of me don't think you can walk away, Betty. I don't think you guys gonna walk away. You're gonna do your Extreme Rules watch along Saturday. The Fiend's gonna come back. It's gonna be all this excitement, and you're gonna get all these subscribers, and you'll be like, hey, I gotta capitalize on this, and you're not gonna be able to walk away.
I tell you what I might do on Monday. The sticker video.
What?
I'll do the sticker video.
Well, you know what? In honor of mental health, 'cause I believe that's the mental health day or something. I read somewhere. That'd be a good thing. That's a good one for mental health. Just like, a relax.
It's for me, it's very relaxing. Like, it just takes me out of my element. Doing it live on here just opens up the chat really to talk about anything.
Yeah. Manny, I'm gonna cause a kerfuffle in your chat and ruin your peaceful time of putting stickers and go like, fuck you, Manny, randomly in the chat. As a completely different user, you're not gonna even know it's me. And you're gonna be like, what? Why would you do this? And then we're gonna argue for the next 2 hours. And you're like, I got nothing done with the stickers. I got nothing done with the stickers. And then I come out and be like, it was me, Manny. It was me all along. I ruined your peace.
That's what's gonna happen, right? Then I'll know you're at home, and then I'll order Arby's to your house. I know your kryptonite. You may know my kryptonite. I know your kryptonite.
I totally died. I go, Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus and Griffin has been replaced by Booker T because Manny sent Arby's to his house.
The one thing that's irreparable of this partnership would be Arby's.
Yeah, it's that is the bridge. You've seen some drama before. I know there's been some pettiness in this show before, but that's the line. That's the line of petty right there. What the fuck is this, sir? You've been served Arby's.
The fucking Manny! I knew it was him all along.
Immediately go on Twitter. I'm gonna wait for you in the hallway at your job, Manny. I'm gonna wait for you in the hallway at your job. Send me fucking Arby's. That's too far. Too far.
So, for the last time this week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. I've been Lord Manny Hayes. He's been.
Check us out on Retro tomorrow, though, as well. Raw's Retro is tomorrow.
Oh yeah, and it's Vince McMahon in the hospital.
Yes, but I'm Marcus the Grand Finale. So for the second to last time you will see me this week.
And then make sure you check out the watch along on Saturday. It's Sunday for me. Sunday morning. The watch along normal time. There won't be a Saturday show. So tune in. There'll still be stuff going on. Me and Eric are gonna put out content over the week. The best of should be out next week, and then the extended extended cut of Marcus quitting the Saturday show will be released. The best of plus.
Yeah. Just release it. It's like I quit. To be continued. Marcus ever return.
So we'll see you next week. Peace.